Trojan family, Trojan gang. It's your boy Fido Forever in the building. And today we finna talk about that USC women's basketball kicked off the first season with that dub against Ole Miss. You hear me? So let's talk about it. You dig? Now, before I get to the USC side, shout out to Ole Miss. Them girls got heart, right? They almost took this one from Our Lady Trojan. They played with heart, resiliency. They outplayed us in the second half for sure. We snuck out the back door with this victory. And shout out KK Deans, right? KK Deans at Ole Miss. Them step back threes. Her competitiveness, the way she was playing, I would like her on my team. Hey, KK Deans, if you ever want to transfer, USC got a spot for you because that girl was wicked. She almost single-handedly beat the USC Trojans, right? So shout out to Ole Miss with their performance. They a top 20 team. Shout out USC for scheduling Ole Miss. Shout out USC women's basketball for scheduling a top 20 ranked Ole Miss team and not canceling it like the football team did, right? You see, when USC women's basketball playing Ole Miss, they scheduled this game the same time that USC football scheduled Ole Miss, right? But USC basketball just playing it right now. USC was gonna play it next season, but it was scheduled around the same time, right? Anyways, I digressed on that. Juju Watkins, Kiki, they gonna be the dynamic duo. But I would have to say I gotta start with the negative first, right? 26 turnovers, SC. We can't have that. We can't have that, right? Now, I will say, if we don't have all these turnovers, we probably blow Ole Miss out. And I ain't even gonna lie, a lot of them turnovers, we was getting fouled, we was getting hacked. Right, I see a lot of people in the comments already. USC shot too many free throws. They were cheating for USC. Man, if they would have really called all the fouls, especially on Juju, USC would have shot even more free throws. You hear me? But we can't have 26 turnovers. I don't care how much the other team is fouling, right? 26 turnovers is a recipe for disaster, but that shows the greatness of this team to be able to overcome. Understand me? 26 turnovers, especially since you could shoot 3-pointers, right? That's a possibility. That's 78 points left on the floor that was possible, right? 26 turnovers. A turnover means you didn't even get a shot up. That turnover, you could have got a shot up. 26 shots, right? That they didn't get. Out them 26 shots, if they would have hit 3-pointers on them 26 shots that they didn't even get, that'd be a total of 78 points. Right now, we know ain't nobody probably finna hit 26 3-pointers. I mean, it can happen. Like, they can hit 20, but we can't look at it like that. But we could look at it at least. That's like at least 40, 50 points on average left on there on the board. Right? If they just averaging 1 point per possession, that's 26 points left on the board. So at minimum, a turnover is 1 point that you left on the board, possibly, right? At minimum. So if they cut down the turnovers, we probably blow them out. We had the lead, a cool little lead at first half. We could have built on it, but we couldn't get no space. We couldn't get no separation because of the turnovers, right? And Juju Watkins, she led the team with the turnovers, 9 turnovers, right? Juju, pick your spots more. I think sometimes Juju, because she's so good, I think sometimes she force it, right? And I think sometimes, I won't say underestimate the competition, but sometimes I feel like she I won't say careless, but she just need to pick her spots more. Like, right, see the floor a little better, pick her spots more. But she's young, you know, she only 19. This is her first game as a sophomore. I mean, and then star players. I mean, look at LeBron James. I mean, when you a star player and you had the ball in your hands so much and the defense is focusing on you so much, right? And then the referees is letting them play. You physical. It ain't uncommon for a player who got the ball in his hands as much as Juju to have 9 turnovers. And she played every minute of the game, right? Juju played all 40 minutes of this game. right? That's Wilt Chamberlain. That's old school basketball. Like, she didn't come off the floor, right? So, kind of give her a pass. But in the future, if we want to win a chip, can't have 26 turnovers and can't have 9 for Juju. And then shout out Kiki, right? I think she saved this game for us with her overall play and her defense. 22 points, 13 rebounds, right? Did her thing. Didn't get no blocks, didn't get no assists, but she was killing on the boards and she was timely, right? She was timely for us. Juju had 27 points, 3 steals, 4 assists, 10 rebounds, right? Kennedy Smith, the young freshman, she a dog. She played 37 minutes, right? With 5 for 11, 0 from 2 from 3, 2 from 3 from the free throw line. What she had? She had 7 rebounds, 2 assists. You know what I'm saying? She did good. Kennedy Smith, first game freshman, third option. 5 for 11 from the field. She did decent. Now, Rhea Marshall, I need more out of you, right? I know you ain't a scorer. I need more than 0 points, though. I need more than 0 points. I need more than 1 block. And I need more than 6 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? You played 34 minutes. You one of the tallest ones out there. I need more from Rhea Marshall. And Juju and Kiki gonna need more from Rhea Marshall, right? We can't be putting them no zeros, no donuts on no stat lines, right? TVO. I need TVO to do better too, man. She was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 3 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 free throws. She got them last free throws at the end of the game. Now, I give her credit. They was clutch. They was pressure. She hadn't scored all game. She could have missed them free throws. But I need more from TVO, right? I need more from her. Like, you're starting, right? You can't give me 0 for 5, 2 points, right? How many assists? 3 assists. You got. I need more from TVO. I really do. I need more from TVO. USC, as a team, shot 40% from the field. They didn't do good from 3 at all. There was 1 for 11 for 3. Yeah, there was 1 for 11 for 3. We got to get the 3 ball going. Juju hit the only 3. We had 1 for 11 for 3. Ole Miss was 7 for 23. Good team defense, though. Ole Miss shot 29% from the field. USC shot 40%. The bench didn't give us much. Avery Howe, she scored 3 points. Kayla Heckle scored 2 points, right? So we only got 5 points from our bench. Basically nothing from TVO or Rhea Marshall, right? So we need our bench. We need more out our bench. I know we young, right? We played 4 off the bench. We played Howe, Heckle, Samuels, and Akunwafo, right? They only combined for 5 points. They totaled 20, 30, 34 minutes, right? Akunwafo only got 3 minutes. Howe, Heckle, and Samuel. Howe got 11 minutes. Kylie Heckle got 13. Samuel got 7, right? So Heckle and Howe, not a lot, but I want more than 3 and 2 points from them, right? I at least need 7 to 8 apiece from them, right? Even though they didn't play a lot of minutes, but I expect more production from them during the season, right? And we can't be scared to give Juju a rest. We can't wear Juju out, though. Juju can't play 40 every game, 40 minutes every game. We don't want to put that pressure on her. Avery Howe probably need to get more minutes so Juju don't have to play that many minutes. Kennedy Smith, she played 37. I think we got to balance the minutes out a little better. When I'm looking at it, our starters play heavy minutes except TVO. Kiki Iriarfin, right? She played 32 minutes. Rhea Marshall played 34. Kennedy played 37, and Juju played 40, right? So I like a better balance off the minutes. Cut Rhea Marshall minutes down a little bit. Cut Kennedy Smith and Juju minutes down a little bit. I think Kiki, I like her around like 30, 32 minutes. That's cool, right? But the wings, we need to give Hal a little bit more minutes. I think she could play, and she need to be able to spell Juju and Kennedy, because playing 40 and 37 minutes, that's cool right now in the beginning of the season, but that'll wear on you over time. And then just against competition, we need more depth against competition. We had 3 players in double figures, 22, 12, and 27 with Smith, Watkins, and Kiki Iriafen. I want to see like 4 or 5 players in double figures, because this team got that type of talent. And I want us to be more efficient. We got to hit more threes. So if I grade USC in this game, I give them a C+ for the win. But when I'm watching the game, it's so much they could do better. First of all, they could cut the turnovers down, right? And shoot better from 3, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? What 11 ain't gonna cut it. But they still got a win against a top 20 Ole Miss team. So that's why I'm excited, because to me, they didn't play half as good as they could play. TVO is better than what she showed. Rhea Marshall is better than what she showed, right? So I think this team gonna improve. I feel like Heckle, she's so fast. I feel like during the season, I feel like Heckle and Hal gonna develop and get better and better, and them 2 freshmen gonna end up helping out our bench. But right now, we got some things to work out. We got to develop them freshmen. I see we gonna need Hal and Heckle, right? We got Kennedy Smith, a freshman. She's starting playing 37 minutes. So I see we gonna have to develop our freshmen to have that depth and that balance our lineup, because we top heavy right now. This game is like a top heavy team, right? Juju Watkins and Kiki Iriafen look like Kobe and Shaq, and everybody else just role players. Kennedy Smith did her thing, you know what I'm saying? But that was kind of too top heavy of a game for me. Like I said, I need to see more from Rhea. Definitely need to see more from TVO, right? So this team got potential. This showed the potential this team got. But I want to have Juju more help. You know what I'm saying? I want these other players to play better. But it's there. You see the talent. You see the ability. Like Heckle, I like her. Her quickness, her speed. I feel like, especially when she get more experience and the game slow down, she's going to be killing it. I would like to see her push the ball a lot, put the ball in her hand and let her push it and try to get like some fast break game going on, right? Because we need to shoot better than 40% from the field. We don't need 26 turnovers, right? So I feel like this team, we going to be great unless TVO, Rhea Marshall, and them just play like this the whole season, which I doubt they is. This is a new team. Kiki new, TVO new, Kennedy Smith new, Hal, Heckle, all these freshmen. We got 7 freshmen. They all new. So we got to gel. People don't understand that we probably don't have as much continuity as other teams, right? We had some players leave, eligibility go up, and we got new players in. 10, right? Because we got TVO, we got Kiki, right? And then we got 7 new freshmen. So that's basically 9 players, right? Out of all the players that played last year, the only one who was out there was Juju Watkins, Rhea Marshall. For the most part, right? That's the only players that played minutes, heavy minutes, that was there last year, right? That played heavy minutes. So we got to build our continuity, and that's another thing that you will have. You will have turnovers when you don't build, when your continuity is low and you don't have chemistry. So I expect the chemistry to improve just off this playing the game. Just naturally, their chemistry gonna improve. Then with the chemistry gonna improve, we're gonna cut down the turnovers. But then they got to do that themselves. Them 26 turnovers, all this ain't on chemistry. Is you gotta play better with the ball in your hand. So if we cut back the turnover, this was the blowout, look more dominant, and then cut them turnovers. Other players probably have better stats. Them are possessions that USC didn't even get a shot up. So them 26 turnovers, they would have kept the ball. Maybe Rhea Marshall scored a little more. Maybe TVO scored a little more. But for the most part, I didn't really like our guard play, though. And our offense kind of struggled in the second half. I feel like we need somebody else creating besides Juju. That's why I say I feel like Heckle probably got to play a little bit more, because her speed and get her more experience and slow the game down. I feel like she'll be able to create. So watching this game, I feel like we probably need another creator. I feel like we got him. We just got to develop him, right? I need Heckle to be developed so she could create more. And I need TVO. I need more from TVO, right? So we improve our guard play, cut down the turnovers. I like our defense. Can't even front. Juju out there sliding her feet. Kiki doing her thing. I don't think Rhea had no block. Yeah, she had one block, but she's a force in the paint, make it difficult to score over. This team got defense. We're going to have to be more efficient on offense, keep the turnovers down, and develop our freshmen for the depth, and try not to play Juju every minute of every game. We're going to need some blowouts. I want to be a more balanced team. Last year's team was a heavy loaded Juju team, right? It was Juju and her little bandits. This year is Juju and Kiki. So this game, like, I feel like we was a little bit too top heavy with Juju and Kiki. But I will say this, when your team is having a tough game and everybody else is struggling, it is up to the stars to carry, and they did that. I just don't want to put no pressure on them. I want a balanced team. I want a star like Juju filled with other star talent. We need to show this talent. We got the #1 recruiting class. We need to show that. Juju played from day one. I see Kennedy playing from day one. Hey, I like Heckle and I like Hal. Get them more minutes. Don't wear Kiki out. Don't wear Juju out. Like, play them young bulls, especially in the season, right? Get their growing pains out, because we gonna need them at the end. We know we making it to the tournament, so we gearing up for this tournament run. So this season, it'll all be about developing that core around Juju and Kiki and putting some pressure on them. That's why I wouldn't play Juju the whole game. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the other players, y'all gonna have to do something, right? We're not gonna put this all on Juju and Kiki, but playing them 40 minutes the whole game, kind of bailing the other players out. But I get it. First game of the season, you do want to get off to a great start and win no matter how. An ugly win is still a win, and you can learn things from these ugly wins. That's why it's good to see a team win ugly when they didn't even play their best game, when they actually didn't play that good. When I'm watching this, USC didn't play that good, you know what I'm saying? But to still beat an Ole Miss team that's good, top 20 team, speaks volumes. Cut down on turnovers. Develop our youngsters. Don't play Juju every minute. Lower Juju and Kennedy minutes a little bit. Get more balanced attack. I need TVO and Ray Marshall. Don't have no more games like this. You feel me? I need them to be more solid. They ain't got to score 15 and 20, but I don't need 0 points. TVO just got them last two, and it was big clutch free throws. I shot her out that. It's hard to make some free throws at the end of the game when you ain't scored all game. In a pressure situation, when you ain't had a good game, that shows she's tough mentally. This team is a tough mental team to gut through them 26 turnovers. So I feel like USC is going to be as advertised. Definitely a top 3-4 team, right? To pull out this win playing the way they did. Now, the haters are going to say we ain't that good because of all the turnovers. But to me, that's basketball, and that happens. Overcoming that is impressive than not having them turnovers and winning a little bit more comfortably. Well, say if we had a regular turnover game, 10, 13 turnovers, we win by 10, 13 points, and it's a blowout. Look more dominant in the scoring, and it'll probably be more spread out. So I ain't going to get too hard on the negatives. I'm going to focus on the positive. First game of the season, good win in Paris, had to gut it out. Games like this build character. USC women's basketball, they're going to be there in the end. And the goal is a championship this year. So that's why I'm focusing on developing them other players. We know Juju and Kiki going to be there. This team is going to be going to go as far as Kennedy Smith going to take us, that young freshman. If she playing this many minutes, he's going to go as far as she going to take us. TVO, Ray Marshall, and that bench. So my focus on this whole season is making sure TVO at her best, implement her, make sure she find her groove. If we got to change things schematically, Ray Marshall, get her in her groove, get her playing better. And I believe all these, Ray Marshall and TVO experienced players, so they going to bounce back. So me looking at this team, if I take out the turnovers, I don't think we going to have another 26 turnover game. Take out the turnovers. TVO be TVO. Ray Marshall be Ray Marshall. This team will be dominant, right? That starting five will be dominant, lethal, right? You add TVO and Ray Marshall playing that game, is going to be lethal. Then Heckle, Hal, I feel like the bench got potential too to develop through this season, right? So this is gonna be an exciting season, y'all. It's gonna be a roller coaster already, a first game classic. That lets you know these Lady Trojans just ready to go, man. Shout out to the victory. Shout out to Ole Miss for making it a game after the first half. I thought we was gonna cruise and blow out, but they made it a game and made it exciting, and we had to thug it out. And I love them games. See, that game build characters. We got some tough girls over there, man. So until then, man, it's your boy Carter Sports. I'm finna be covering the USC women's basketball this season because out of all our major sports programs, the USC women basketball got the best chance to win the championship, right? So that championship and that great season we were looking for the USC football team, we might get that with the women's basketball team. So until then, man, it's your boy Carter Sports. It's USC. It's Trojan City, baby. So let's go.